history of aerobics has an Australian won a world title. Actually, we've got somebody that could perhaps go into it. And it's great to welcome the 1992 Men's World Aerobics Champion, Aussie Marcus Irwin. How are you?
Good on you, Marcus. Congratulations. That's fantastic.
What do you reckon about that last double turn that one of the boys, the props boys, did?
Actually, with aerobics now, well, 10 years ago, a few people were doing it. Half the world does it now. So yeah, you've got a lot of competition out there.
It's actually classed as one of the most popular sports now in the world. New Zealand, it's actually the top-rated sport in the whole country.
Is it? Yeah.
So when did you win your championship?
4 weeks ago in Japan.
So you're up against the Japanese.
Yeah,
they're very nimble on their feet.
Yeah,
aren't they?
they're actually, because they're so precise and they're so they're such perfectionists. They're classed as one of the top in the world as well.
There we are. We've got you on screen.
Jeez, I thought that was me for a minute.
Oh, great. So how many competitors were there?
27 countries. So there was altogether 91 competitors, and you go through a heat round, and then they take you down to a qualifying round where they go
91 competitors.
Yeah.
Struth.
And how did you feel when your name was announced?
It was amazing. Yeah, it was just amazing. I couldn't believe it. I think a culmination of a whole year and a half of hard work just really pays off when you hear that name called out. It's incredible.
Well, with any sport you've got to practice, but how often would you practice each
Every day. Every day for about 5 hours.
And you've done your back in, you're going to do something. You did your discs, did you?
How'd you do that?
Just, I think the intensity of the training is so high that a lot of the pounding actually has compacted my discs, and 2 of the discs have herniated, which means they've popped out.
And what are they doing? Are you stretching you?
Yeah, they put you on a traction machine and they pull your upper body from your lower body so they can pull your discs apart.
Do you have painkillers when they do that, or you just got to lie there?
No, you just lie there and deal with it. Your pain threshold,
though?
the physio.
A physio?
Gee, that'd hurt, wouldn't it?
It does hurt, but I think your pain threshold increases so much by doing all the training that you get used to a lot higher.
What happens when you get older then with all this?
Well, that's why I want to hurry up and get it fixed now, because they're saying if I don't get it fixed now, it could, prove to be problematic
arthritic
later
or something like that.
Yeah, that's the last thing I want.
How many hours a day do you practice?
I do about 5 hours a day of full-on aerobic training.
Non-stop?
No, non-stop. Different sections, like a strength section and then an aerobic section, and then maybe teach an aerobic class and do some weights. So the whole day is taken up with exercise, so it gets a bit tedious.
7 days a week?
Yep.
Oh,
you're
dedicated.
Do you go out and have a meal and a bottle of wine and do all that?
You have to sort of get away from that a little bit and not drink as much and try and be a little bit more controlled.
But you have a drink, do you? What about when you won the title?
Oh, God, yeah.
Excuse me.
They're laughing.
The girls who are down there. Who's that down there?
That's Kathy and Spreesa. I tour with Kathy when I teach workshops, and Spreesa's who I'm staying with.
So is he telling big fibs, is he?
Yeah, about the drink.
Is he? What's he, a red wine man or a beer man?
A bit of red and a bit of beer.
A bit of red and a bit of beer. That just dogged you right.
I'm a bit seedy today.
Now listen, what prizes did you win in Japan?
$5,000 was the first prize.
Yeah.
So it's gradually increasing. It's not a world-class sport in the prize money section, but it's gradually increasing year by year as it gets more recognition.
Gets a lot of television coverage, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's getting more and more, which is fantastic.
You've obviously got good sponsors, Kellogg's. You've got Kellogg's there.
The sponsors,
LA
Gear. Yeah.
Good stuff.
All the sponsors are actually realising now that it's more of a marketable thing, and people are becoming a lot more interested in the sport aspect of it.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, you buy, look at all the products that go with it, you know,
exactly.
that people buy. And lots of ladies are doing aerobics now.
Yeah.
My wife, Glennis, has started doing it again.
Has she?
Yeah.
Oh, I should be sprinting.
What I do at home, now you might be able to help me here. I put the news on or something, and I've got a little trampoline.
Yeah.
And I jog on it for half an hour. Not too heavy, but that's good for you,
That's great, yeah, if you do that every day.
Because that doesn't hurt the back.
It's low impact too, because you actually got the spring from the trampoline, so that'd be ideal.
I don't do it every day.
A week, if you
try.
3 times a week's fine.
Yeah.
Now listen, what happens to you now being world champ? Where do you go next?
Well, there are actually 2 titles. I'm going to go and try and win another title, but mostly I just try and get as many more sponsors and try and get as much out of being world champion as you possibly can. Because there's only a certain lifespan that you can in this industry, because it's so demanding. So I'm trying to make as much out of this year as I possibly can.
We also won a silver medal, didn't we, at the Games?
Yeah, Chris and Lisa from Melbourne.
Yeah.
They came second. That was their first year in, so they did fantastic.
Were you ever a pudding like me or something?
Yeah,
you
that's
were,
what I was at school. Yeah, that's the whole reason why I took up aerobics was because I was a porker.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
and it just gradually turned into teaching and then competing and now winning the world. So
what about, everyone's always interested, we're all interested in diets and all that. What sort of food do you concentrate on to keep your energy level up and all that?
Because I'm exercising so often, I need to eat basically every hour. But I eat low-fat food, so you don't eat anything with fats in it, unfortunately. Just lots of carbohydrates, lots of
so what's your
pastas,
stuff?
rice, bread, and every now and then maybe lots of
vegetables.
fruit. Yeah, stuff to keep your energy
Steaks?
up. Yeah.
Yeah. Every
As
hour?
long as no, not steaks every hour. I'll eat proper meals, but I need to eat at certain times during the day so that you can keep the energy up because you know your body is demanding so much all the time.
Plus, if you don't replenish that energy, you'd be wrecked.
Yeah, because you need to, each time I train, I need as much energy as the last time. So
What works the quickest in a situation like that? What sort of food immediately goes into your system and jolts you up again?
Well, most of them, hot chips.
Hot chips.
Most foods take the same amount to go through your body, but you can get instant energy, or not instant energy, but quicker energy from foods that have sugar in them, like...
have a sugar kick,
yeah, sugar, like Mars bars, but mostly like fruit and things like that. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's hard to give them up.
So grapes and all that sort of thing would be good for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Keep that up.
Yeah.
Wine, he's thinking of them squashed.
No, I like that. Why do you think aerobics has become so popular? That the housewife can go out and do it herself now?
Well, it's accessible. It's accessible for most people. Depending on the complexity of the class or how hard it is, most people can actually go in and do a class. And I think men are now realising that it's the way to go because it's going less into the choreography side and more into things like athletic training, like step and
that step thing's very good for you.
Because it doesn't involve too much thinking. It just involves getting a workout. So I think
that's for me. I've got to work out which foot to put up there. That's how stupid I am.
Yeah,
left or right. I don't reckon it's that easy, actually. I've tried to do it and I thought, I end up putting my 2 feet up.
I wish we had one of those steps so you could...
We could have it.
I'm not very coordinated. I'm a bit stupid, actually, So when are you going to...
Oh, no, you're not.
So you're going to defend your title again next year, are you?
Depending on how this back goes, depending on that, it would be another year of hard training and it might not be that great for my back. But I'd like to. I'd really like to.
How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
23.
Oh, you're only a baby.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel a lot older with this back.
Yeah? It's really hurting, is it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I've got some pills.
We wish you all the best, anyway.
Yeah, good on you, Marcus. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for
the back
coming
gets
in.
better soon. Marcus Irwin, the world champ.